So I'm going to go ahead and start this video off asking a simple question, and I want you to go ahead and comment in the comments your answer. At what point do you think that children should no longer live with their parents? Go. So this video is going to pretty much discuss the whole view of society towards women and living on their own and having everything together by a certain age. So a lot of people determine this whole boss chick, bad and bougie thing by the fact of you having, you know, your own house, having a car, having, you know, maybe even having a kids, probably being engaged, maybe even having your husband, having a good job, maybe even working for yourself, having all these degrees and all this blase, right? So there's a negative stigma attached to staying home after 18. Everyone is expected after you graduate high school, you go off to college. Here's the kicker. I purposely went to a college that was 100% commuter-based simply because I didn't want the struggle of having to stay on campus. I just couldn't do it. I was like, I'm gonna catch a case. So I'm here to tell you that I am 25 and yes, I still live at home. But the thing about it is, I live at home for a reason. And it's not because I'm lazy. It's not because I don't have a job. It's not because I'm not doing anything with myself. Society is pressuring young women to feel as if they have to have everything together by a certain time. And that's not fair. And let me be the first person to say that that's not realistic. That's not even how I am. So I know a lot of people see me and they probably think, oh my gosh, she probably got it together, whatever. I graduated with my bachelor's back in fall of 2013. I graduated with my master's in spring of 2016. I crossed Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated spring 13. Yeah, I have a full-time job. I don't have any kids. I have my own car. But the thing about this is I don't have a boyfriend. I haven't had a boyfriend since I was about 18. So some people will hear my accomplishments and be like, dang, she's got it. And then some people will say, oh, she still live at home. Sometimes at 25 years old, people will be like, yeah, I'm gonna come by your house and do this and next. And I'm like, nah, no you're not. And it's not because like my mom wouldn't allow it. It's the fact that I personally would feel uncomfortable with bringing people in and out of my mom's house just because I don't know what everybody's intentions are. I've never been the type to really invite that many people to my house. Even my closest of friends have not been to my house, and I recently moved. It's kind of like it's a battle within myself. Nobody has ever really said it to me, but I kind of feel judgment from people sometimes whenever they hear me talk about certain things. They'll be like, oh, well, you got money, you shouldn't be doing this, that, and next because, you know, you don't have to pay any bills. And you da-da-da. And it's like, why are you counting my money for me? Like, dang, sis, who hurt you? Like, why are you mad at me? Because I live at home with my parents. Like, what? You mad? So the reason why I stay at home is because, of course, this is me just diagnosing myself. I have extreme paranoia. Like, the thought of just being at home by myself freaks me out. I don't even like being at home in this house by myself, like talking about it. Like, I don't like going to the store by myself. I hate driving out late by myself at night. This is why I'm kind of a homebody. I'd rather just stay at home. Most of my friends live in Houston anyway, so I'm like, well, I stay too far. That's my excuse. I also don't like having to pump gas late at night. Like, if I know I have to pump gas late at night, then I'm just like, I'm not going anywhere. So it's just a lot that comes along with it, and for that I can honestly say that I understand. You know, people be like, well, you don't want to be living in your mom's house. Like, shut up. You don't know my life. So when I hear other people judging other people based on stuff like that, like, so I was watching a rerun of Marriage Boot Camp Reality Stars, and on that show, the guy pretty much told, you know, the twins from Bad Girls Club, he told them pretty much they both live at home still with their parents. But he lives with his girlfriend at home with her parents. But him and her twin sister were arguing, and he had the nerve to yell to the sister that you live at home with your parents still. But you live at home with her parents too, as a grown man. So I don't get when people try to belittle other people based off of living at home with their parents. Like, in my eyes, that's smart. My mom is somebody I can trust. My family is somebody that I can trust. You know, what if I have health issues? Because, I mean, occasionally, like sometimes in the recent past, I have passed out. And if they weren't here, like, I would have been seriously injured. I definitely think that people should kind of think about what they're saying. In our 20s, you're expecting us to kind of be ready for that. You know, you're for us to be motherly, and you're ready for us to be nurturing and housewives and all this good stuff and grooming ourselves. But we're not being coached to be able to live our lives, right? But men, on the other hand, they're being told to go out and live their lives, make sure they live their 20s, because by the time you get tied down, you tied down. Why is it not the same thing? You know? So we really need to kind of think about that. It's a lot of pressure that we're putting on these young girls to be able to live up to these expectations that are unrealistic. Even for me, even for somebody that has went to school 4 years, 2 years, planning to go for another 3, and I still don't have it together. According to society, they see my diplomas and they're like, that's nice, but oh, that's nice, but, and it's just like, why? Can I be great? Can I be great? Apparently not. Now, do I see myself ever moving out? Of course I do, eventually. Do I see myself moving out within the year? Absolutely not. Why? Because I know that I would need somebody to live with me. I'm not comfortable staying by myself, and at this point, I just don't see it in my future. I can honestly say that the period that I see myself moving is once I find like a boyfriend or a husband or somebody that I'm super duper comfortable with, that gives me that reason to move. I need to know that I have the same security that I have now, which is 4 people. I need to know that I have at least one person that has my back, that's under the same roof as me. And until then, I ain't got it. So, moral of the story is, stop being so judgmental to individuals. You don't know what they have going on. Let's stop. Let's smell the roses. Let's be nice. Let's leave that negativity in 2016. We are still in January. They still got time. Go ahead and throw it behind you. Just go ahead and toss it over your shoulder. Alright, y'all, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and peace.